Good morning. In this session, we're going to go over managed companies. Managed companies is where we set all the rules and the look and feel for the different storefronts. If we were creating a new company, we would click here. We would fill in the information for the company. And if we already had a company set up that was exactly how we like the look and feel and we're comfortable with it, we could actually copy all the settings of that company to the new one and copy the shipping and billing methods. So I always recommend that with your first storefront, you come up with the look and feel that you really like that would be compatible with all your other storefronts, and then life is easy going forward because then you just have to copy all the settings and maybe change some colors and a couple rules and you're done. So I'm not going to create a new company today. Instead, I'm going to edit this one. So if I had created a new company, it would then pop me into this page where I could then upload a banner or logo by selecting Find My Logo and upload it. Put in the company name and information. This is the address of the company. Some of the Bootstrap layouts will bring this address in. The majority of them, I believe, you have to actually type them into the Bootstrap. This is where we tell the system that we're using Bootstrap. Please stay with Bootstrap. If you do default, it's going to serve up some of our old, dated, ugly templates. With Bootstrap, we can achieve a much nicer look and feel. We decide how we're going to sort the products in the catalog. Custom means that we can manually sort them and save the actual catalog. We decide where the customer is going to land when they come into the storefront. So most people put them on the company catalog as opposed to the home page, which is fine because they want them to come in and order. But do keep in mind that you still have a home page, and you're going to want to put content on that home page so that when somebody clicks on the home button, and you know they're going to click on that home button, they'll come to a page that has content, even if it's just, please click shop now to see our products. And I'm going to show you in a few minutes how to put content on that home page. Catalog folders. Catalog folders. That's how we're going to categorize our products in the catalog. So maybe it's marketing materials, stationery, promotional, that sort of thing. And you can decide how many folders per line you're going to use. And catalog tree is typically the tree of categories that go down the side if the Bootstrap template that you choose supports that. Under settings, we can decide if this is a B2B site, then we're probably not going to allow a new user to create their own account. We'll either have our customer manage it, a manager in that customer create the accounts, or we'll manage it for the customer. We can decide if password links going to be enabled, if we're going to enable search, or if we're going to display prices. So, for example, your customer might say, hey, I'm great with my employees coming in and ordering their stuff, but it's not their business to know what I'm paying for print. So you can turn the pricing off, but still have it on the storefront so you can run reports to see what the spend is. This is for inventory. And down here we have different customers have different security needs. So you'll have one customer who says, look, I start ordering on Monday and I keep putting items in my cart till Friday, and Friday I place my order. I don't want to have to log in and out every time I go to add something to my cart. Then you have the other customer that says, well, if I'm in the middle of an order and I get called away from my desk, I don't want somebody else going to my desk and putting items in cart and ordering for me. So I want to be logged out within 5 minutes of inactivity. So here, 1,440 minutes equals 1 day. So you can calculate when the user is going to get logged out based on their needs. And this is where we turn on gatekeeper settings. Gatekeeper is an approver. So your customer might say, I'm good with the employees all going in and ordering their stuff, but I want to approve their orders before they go into your production. That's a gatekeeper. And here, a dealer is a second level gatekeeper. So maybe the employee's manager has to approve them, but then it's going to go to accounting for a secondary approval. So that would be a dealer. And then there's a message that you can turn on or off. So if we enable the note, it becomes a mandatory field, and we can label it like so. Okay. Here we can allow the system to use a guest user. A guest user can come in by clicking a link. They can view items in the catalog. They can preview the items in the catalog. They can add them to their shopping cart, but at the time they go to check out, they're asked to log in or create an account. After we create the turn on guest user, the system gives us a link, and this is the link the guest user would use to come into the site. We also allow for generic user. Generic user is generally a group of users who are all using the same login. So a generic user, therefore, does not have an order control center and does not have an order history. This is where we force them to accept proofs. We can turn SKUs on and off for the product, so maybe they're used internally only. This is where we collect sales tax. You'll be using ePower's default sales tax because I did some research and discovered that Indonesia has a 10% sales tax all across the board, so ePower's tax table would manage that for you. And you can decide if tax applies to shipping or not. Enable job selection is something I like to turn on. What that does is in cart, let's say I have 5 items in my cart and I look and I'm slightly over budget for this month, but I'm going to definitely come back next month and order that 5th item. What I can do is I can uncheck the 5th item, leave it in my cart, check out the other 4, and then next month when my budget renews, I can go in, select the 5th item, and then check it out without having to go back to the catalog and put in my new variables and all that other stuff. We can do split shipping, and there's a number of different options for split shipping. We can enable delivery dates and put in default delivery dates and minimum delivery dates. Order Control Center, abbreviated OCC is how we refer to it a lot of times in ePower. So different rules you can put in the Order Control Center. We also have coupons. So if you're using coupons, you click Enable Coupons. And then you can put in custom text. Please enter promo pin. Throughout ePower, you'll notice we have these funny blue bubbles. And that's because ePower is multilingual. Currently, these are the languages we're supporting. So if you changed a label in English, you'd want to go in and change the label in whatever other language you're supporting. And we can also do gift cards. So we can do a coupon that is $25 to $50 or 10% off. And we can do a gift card that's $25 to $50. The difference between the two is if I have a $50 coupon and I come into the system and I purchase $25 worth of product, my $50 gift card is gone. If our coupon is gone. If I have a $50 gift card and I come in and I purchase $50 worth of print or product, then or $25 worth of product, then I still have $25 left to come back and spend. Default process manual by producer. All your storefronts are going to have this. What this means is if you're using variable products, when you get an order, you're going to have to log into the system, go to the product, go to the job, and in the job there'll be a button that says create order. And you click it, system creates the PDF, and you can download it. I'm lazy. I would much rather have it automatic, which means when I go in when I go into the job after I get the order notification, my PDF is already created. So if you're like me, you want all of those set to, where'd that go? Automatic. So also different viewers you can use on the system. I encourage you to play with these. So a PDF viewer, the regular one, it's embedded on the page. So if you have a long list of variable fields, you'll be down at the bottom when you click preview. You won't necessarily see that preview generated. In that case, it might be better to use one of the pop-ups because then it'll pop up no matter where you are on the page. So I encourage you to play with these and discover which one you like best. And the rest, these are all external integrations. If you do find that you need an external integration of some kind, please contact us. We've got many different kinds, from single sign-on, punch in, punch out, that sort of thing. So If you're looking for something custom, let us know. We can probably accommodate. There's different labels on the site you can change. So if we run this website, we look, we've got browse products and home and category and stuff like that. If some of those labels we wanted to change, you could change them here without having to go into code to change them. Okay. One thing I do like to change is if I take this, put it here. Now if you look here, if I mouse over, it's got GUI power. I save that, refresh this. Let's save. Maybe I did it too long. Save it again. So now that comes up instead. Okay. Under messages, there's a section here that you can write a welcome message for your customer. Thank you for creating an account with our wonderful storefront. And then there's another section where we turn on sending that message, or you can manually send it when you create customers. But you have to write it first. I'm not sure if you're an HTML person or not. I'm not, but these areas take HTML. So if you wanted something other than our standard font, you can use HTML to put in there. If you're not an HTML person, I'm going to show you in a couple seconds where you can get some HTML and put into these sections. And then down here, this is our confirmation page. So there's default text on the confirmation page that says something like, thank you for your order ID is, please click here to view confirmation. If you wanted to change that, you could here, you could go, thank you for your order. Your order ID is, and then we call these keywords. So if it's $ something $, it means that it's going to pull the information out of the database. Whoops, that's not right. And then we can personalize it. So if we wanted to maybe put in their full name, right? So then it will say, thank you for your order, person's full name, your order ID is, and give them the ID. Leave it blank, it'll use our default text. And then the company defaults, you want to set these before you go on creating users and stuff such like that. So here we've got your currency set to Indonesian. This is in as a symbol to overwrite the $signs. And how many digits your currency is going to. You can set the unit weight to pounds or kilos, distance to kilometers or miles. This is used on the shipping page, so free if radius is more than 25 miles. You can also mark up storefronts, so you can use the same grouping of products across multiple storefronts, but maybe one is a wholesale site, one is a retail site, so we can mark up the retail. You can set holiday calendars under Manage Producer, and then you can say this storefront is using this holiday calendar, and set your delivery days. And you can decide what language you're going to support, because Canadian and US apparently don't speak the same language. And you can also bypass the